mock CM Punk. He did the knee. He did several knees. And when he was done, he did this to the crowd. The friggin' CM Punk sleep motion.
Pretty dick move. But hey, was he heel?
Yeah, he was.
At the time? Okay, there it works.
Well, he was a face when he was in Chicago, and then when he realized he was getting booed, he just turned heel, like, out of the blue.
It's a smart move.
And I think the company was probably mad as hell about that, because they were like, we just gave you this new Goldberg gear, you're supposed to look like Goldberg. Yeah, I'm not Goldberg. Not.
Why give him the Goldberg gear? Like, the minute he started doing the Goldberg... Like, remember when he did the shell...
He did the jackhammer, yeah.
And I was like, why would you do that? People are just going to be chanting Goldberg. What?
I think he wanted that, though. That's the sad thing.
But, nah, man.
And I'm also very surprised that, back to New Japan, I guess, that Tanahashi decided to let Naito go over.
Yeah, because, like, that had the whole year of bad. Didn't win the G1, didn't win the championship.
And then he didn't win this.
Yeah, so I was like, I wonder if they're going to keep continuing this storyline.
I feel like if they do, this could actually make Tanahashi a bad guy.
Turn the biggest face in their company heel. I mean, it looks like this company knows, like, hey, if we're not getting anything done with one thing, we can just, do something else. Like, yeah.
I mean, people still love Tanahashi. It's not like they're going to fucking hate Tanahashi anytime soon.
Besides, like, what's his name? Naito. Apparently he gets a lot of kids coming up to him doing the whole... He's like, okay.
Well, when you think about it, like, a kid's going to know their favorite wrestler right off the rip. Like, me as a child. Everybody knows Triple H is the bad guy back in, like, late 90s to mid-2000s.
True.
I was a Triple H fan. I was a Chris Jericho fan. Even after he decided he was going to, beat The Rock and Stone Cold in one night, I was still a Jericho fan. I was an Edge fan during the Matt Hardy beef. I kid you not. I knew that Edge was in the wrong, and I was like, you know what, though? I like Edge. I don't care. Heck, I liked Jeff Hardy as the Antichrist of professional wrestling back in 2010. I liked the Trust No One AJ Styles.
I was going to say, like, 2010. Okay, that's a year before the whole...
That's why I said nothing about 2011. That year doesn't exist for two reasons. Jeff Hardy at Victory Road and John Cena burying the Nexus.
I was going to say, 2011. Was it 2011 or 10 where, Jeff's like...
Victory Road 2011.
Oh, God.
There's only two events I can... Oh, gosh, no. Like... Just that whole year just is nothing to me in wrestling because of a burial of a whole stable that took 6 months to build up and then destroyed.
At least there was one good thing in 2011.
And what was that?
The pipe bomb.
That was like one gleaming...
I know, but I'm just saying...
That was like the one...
There was one good thing, and that pipe bomb did get me back into watching wrestling.
I mean, I only watched because of CM Punk, so I'll admit to that, but like...
No, that's
Oh, and even better, another reason of me liking heels there, CM Punk, right off the rip. Now, was it a heel move? Technically speaking, no. It was
no.
It was just a truth bomb.
But, like, I was about to say, like, I just turned on Raw randomly, it's like, it's that day, like, heel. I'm like, oh, man, Punk, man, he's awesome.
He was always awesome, man.
I always thought he was going to be champion when he first debuted in ECW. I'm like, this guy's going to be champion, I bet you.
The matches him and Morrison put on were good 4-star matches, man. That 15 minutes of fame match where he finally won the ECW title. The defense at SummerSlam, or no, when he lost it, he didn't have it at SummerSlam. He lost at SummerSlam, and then the 15 minutes of fame happened after that. Either way, though, those both were good matches. And then the retaining of that said title, still a good match.
Mm-hmm. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 topics.
All right.
Pretty all right. Because we're not talking about the entire Rumble card.
No. Because
that's next week. We'll have finalizations with everything.
If John Cena's on top next week's SmackDown, he's going to lose.
Well, like...
He was on top this week.
He technically gets another shot with the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, he's in it, isn't he?
Yeah. It's probably going to be him, Styles, Corbin, Ambrose, Miz... Shane. Okay, it's AJ Styles versus Shane McMahon in WrestleMania. They're pushing that on the storyline. It looks like
Why? Who in the hell wants Shane to wrestle again? And why would you saddle it? With AJ can carry you to a good match.
Yeah.
But why in the hell would you want that?
I don't want that.
I want Daniel Bryan to come out of retirement for one more match. But that's probably never going to happen because they're afraid he's going to get another friggin' concussion.
Yeah.
Whatever. Anyway,
that's what it looks like.
Let's get to this Wrestle Kingdom before I get upset about WrestleMania.
All right. Welcome to Let Us Book, the wrestling podcast in which we go mano a mano with the wrestling industry. See,
it's been a while.
It's not the WWE. It's the whole wrestling because we're talking about everything now.
Oh, yeah.
And year 2. After a really shaky year 1. Year 2.
Yeah, we were there, then we weren't. We're back again.
We came back in year 1, then left, and then came back again.
Yeah,
left.
We took hiatuses.
But no, year 2, it's going to be more stable, more weekly.
Less repackaging.
Yeah. And talking about everything. New Japan, Ring of Honor, getting into progress now.
Possibly some TNA news here and there.
Especially since TNA looks like it's going back on the up. Especially since it's not going to be called TNA anymore. It's going to be called Impact Wrestling only.
Oh, just straight up now?
Just straight up Impact.
Alright, cool.
And
Meek Mahan.
Insane Championship Wrestling getting in there. That's
we'll get to that. ICP.
But alright. New Japan had Wrestle Kingdom 11, January 4th. You, me, Chris came here in my place, watched it.
One word to describe that real quick. Damn. I can't do the Ron Simmons one right now. My voice is kind of shot for whatever reason.
But, oh my god, some of the best wrestling.
I've never watched so much wrestling in so much time to the point where I still wasn't even wrestled out, though. Like, I couldn't keep my eyes off the TV.
We kept clenching our necks a lot of times in matches. We're just going like, oh no, that's
it's like
the neck.
The neck, shoulder, and chest area is kind of what got me. Especially the chest area when they kept eating clotheslines. Like, yeah, sure, just eat that real quick. That's nothing to you.
But I mean, like a lot of things happened in Wrestle Kingdom. Like I caught up on the storyline before we watched it, so at least I knew exactly what was happening. Los Ingobernables de Japan. Amazing stable. Something that we're super high on now.
Oh, yeah.
They captured 2 titles and retained 1. So, like, they were pushing this stable hard. Like, Bushi, Sonata, and Evil captured the never open-weight 6-man tag team championship. Always forget that there's, like, a championship for 3.
Yeah.
Always forget that.
There's one 6-man tag team championship, and they won it in a very weird rumble, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was like a gauntlet match.
It was tag team turmoil, but
yeah.
with 6-man teams. 3-man teams.
Yeah, 3-man teams and 4 teams.
4, yeah.
It was New Japan, Chaos,
I think
Bullet Club,
yeah.
and then it was
New
like
Japan, I guess.
And then we had Takahashi beating Kushida for the Junior Heavyweight Championship.
And in case you don't know anything about Kushida, he is Marty McFly in Japanese form.
But Takahashi, man, I dig the whole ticking time bomb and the red hair.
Also part of Los Ingobernables?
Yep. Yeah, he's the one that he brought. They were just bringing championships that night.
Yeah, man, that's welcome to the Golden Rule. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Naito defeated Tanahashi to defend his IC belt.
Beautiful.
Great match too.
Mm-hmm.
Pushing, like I didn't notice this about the Titantron, like how it's shaped like an eye, and like his entrance was the only reason it's shaped like an eye because he has an eye in his entrance. But like I think I was like what was it, Dave Meltzer or someone saying like the Titantron was made for this guy's entrance. It wasn't made for like Omega or Okada. It was made for Naito's entrance. Like the shape that it has to be an eye only plays purpose for one entrance.
And that's Naito, who will eventually hold heavyweight gold. Oh man, it's gonna be nice when he does.
I dig his gimmick. I dig the fact that he comes out to the ring in a suit.
And it's a legit suit. It's not like Cesaro's rip-away suit. It's a legit, let me take this off little by little, button this down, take off some cufflinks suit.
I love
some
this.
Armani suits, yo.
Like, I'm watching the entrance sometimes, and I see someone go like, yeah, he treats the championship like trash, but defends it like gold. I'm like, yeah.
Like, he will kill somebody for this title.
But he will just throw it on the ground and not care about it. He doesn't even grab the belt when he wins. He just like leaves it in a ring.
Somebody else grabs it for him, and he's just like, it's whatever.
I dig the gimmick. I dig the stable.
Heck, the stable that a certain luchador in NXT made.
I like watching this. I was like, man, it would have been cool. Like, Los Hombres was still around. He'd probably be the stable. Look up the history of this stable created by Los Hombres. I'm like, yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. That's why his gimmick kind of fits it right now.
I mean, to be fair, I didn't know that Shinsuke made Chaos until you told me like that day at Wrestle Kingdom. I'm like, wait, he what?
Yeah,
he was a bad guy.
Yeah, oh yeah, man.
He just doesn't come across as a bad guy. But that's just whatever. You had Goto
capturing the openweight championship from Shibata,
and I'm kind of glad that Goto won something because that final at the G1 that he had with Omega was nice.
But you started liking Shibata, right? Because of his entrance theme, right?
I have it on my phone.
Because I was gonna say you started liking because of that entrance theme.
Because just let me start off soft, a little bit heavy, still a little heavy, skyrocket into the freaking heavy zone, and also that man's nasty with kicks.
Oh god,
him and Sonata nasty. with kicking. Especially Sonata, because I remember Sonata and TNA. Oh my god. That was weird.
And then we had Adam Cole becoming the first ever three-time Ring of Honor World Champion.
And I find it, because I looked back on the story, because I was wondering, like, what's his beef with Kyle O'Reilly? And I find it kind of funny that he, first of all, was a tag team with Kyle O'Reilly at one point. And then he straight up told O'Reilly that as long as he's in Ring of Honor, he's never allowed to hold that title. Ever. And I find it hilarious that this is really culminating at Wrestle Kingdom like that.
Like, O'Reilly just won that belt recently, though, right?
Yeah, he held it for like a month, I think.
Well, like, the rumor is, like, well, not rumor, like, it's kind of, like, known now that O'Reilly didn't sign with Ring of Honor. Everyone's wondering if he's coming to NXT, or just being shot straight to the main roster.
Why would he be shot straight?
Everyone's saying Kyle O'Reilly might be a Royal Rumble secret entrant.
I mean, I know Kurt Angle might be one.
Yeah, that's probably going to be.
He kind of screwed himself over on the surprise there.
No, but like he kept denying it all the time. But we'll get to that when we get to Angle. But and then we go to the main event: Okada Omega, IWGP Heavyweight Championship.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy!
45 minutes. That's how long it was.
45 minutes of beatings on both sides.
Barely felt like 20 though. I went to like Rich because he saw the match too, and he's like, I was like, this thing didn't feel like 20 minutes. So like, I'm surprised it's 45 minutes long.
Yeah, we were sitting there like, how much time is this match? And then like you went over on the mouse, you're like, there's still like a good 30 minutes left.
And you're like, there's no way this is lasting that long. Oh.
We were wrong. We were so wrong.
Because it's basically almost like close to an hour with entrances.
Mm-hmm. You had Kenny Omega's Terminator entrance, which was better than Triple H's. Better than Triple H.
Triple H did have like the cooler gear.
Yes, because Kenny Omega had the weird plastic face.
Omega had the better video package for it, but Triple H had like cooler gear with the whole like Shao Kahn metal suit.
That was dope. All right, I'll give you that.
Like that's like the reason why I like it. Like, dude, you're like Shao Kahn if he was a Terminator.
The only problem that I had with that entrance for Triple H is like every entrance had daytime on it, which was stupid. Had they picked an indoor arena,
it probably would look cooler. Yes. Same thing with like
Taker's and Bray Wyatt's entrance got screwed because of that. But I digress. Back to the Omega match. Yes. All right, that spot where he flies over the top rope and basically swantons himself through a table after flying a good maybe 10 feet to hit the ground and damn near broke his spine on some Shawn Michaels shit. Holy God, I thought he really hurt himself.
Okada taking the dragon suplex off the top rope, landing on his neck.
Oh, I have that moment recorded and saved in my phone just so I can watch it.
I literally just go like, how are you alive? You should be dead. All that weight on your neck, dead.
And then, heck, what's Okada's finisher? Because he did it like 3 times.
What about Kenny? Just knee to your neck.
Oh God, there was
I don't need
7 in a row.
I don't need you to have a neck. My knee will fix this.
My knee will be your new neck.
And I'm just like, at the end of the match, you just see like red welts on his neck. I'm just like, that's wrong.
And at this point in time, I will answer this question that has been on my mind. How damn good was this match? Nothing's topping it this year. I don't care.
No.
Anything could be great this year. Any match could be great this year, but nothing is topping that match.
Dave Meltzer rates all wrestling matches. Did you think he would give this a 5 out of 5?
Yeah.
No,
gave it a
he
6,
did not.
though.
He gave it a 6 out of 5.
Like, I knew it was going to get a 5. Didn't care. I knew that.
6 out of 5. So him, Mick Foley, Stone Cold, Chris Jericho all say it's probably the greatest match they've ever seen.
There's only one stupid person that hated it.
Oh, wait.
Jim Cornette! Yeah, I'm calling you out.
Jim Ross also said this is probably one of the best matches.
Yeah, the other Jim said it. Why don't you? You stupid Mark.
I'm just like going like, oh my god. And I'm like thinking this over, like, is this the best wrestling match I've ever seen? And like, it probably is. It most definitely probably is.
Second only to maybe Shawn versus Brett, WrestleMania, what was it, 12?
No, the Iron Man match?
Yeah.
I was thinking Shawn Taker 25.
That too.
So like, I was like going, I need to compare with these, but like Omega Okada was just, it's probably the best.
Yeah. Like, I'm not even... And the reason why is because you knew the story going in. Heck, I didn't even watch a lot of the story, but I knew the story going in. You have the G1 winner that already wrote itself. It's like Royal Rumble going for the title. Gotcha. You have the G1 winner, who is the leader of, by far, one of the most overstables in the world, versus the current IWGP champion, the leader of one of the other most overstables, but only in Japan at the moment, because no one really talks about chaos like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, you basically have Bullet Club leader Kenny assaulting Okada on multiple occasions, putting him through tables at one point. So yeah, the story wrote itself pretty well. Like, this match was going to be something.
I love the story of that they did in the promo of pushing Okada. He was the future for wrestling, and Kenny being the guy who wants to change wrestling's future. I'm like, that also works.
Like, the way they wrote this, the way they booked it, the way they made it look.
I mean, like, this also, like, just, like, makes you want to see a rematch already.
Yeah, and if there is a rematch somewhere down the line, wink, wink.
But, like, they also set the rematch in like, the match. Kenny Omega never hit the one-wing angel.
No, I saw that. I remember that.
I'm just like...
That's why I didn't even mention the move.
I was like, going like, he never hit that move? Oh, yeah. Wow, you're right.
Okada got out of it every time.
So I was like, yeah, man, you just, like, set up a rematch.
Because Kenny hit the Styles Clash at one point, I think.
And he also hit the Rainmaker.
He did hit the Rainmaker clothesline.
Yeah.
And then he also hit... I think he hit Bloody Sunday at one point.
I think he tried to hit it.
He tried, yeah, and then Okada kneed him in the head and hit him with the Rainmaker.
Just like keep hitting people in the head, man. He'll be fine.
Yeah, he'll be alright.
To be fair, like, at least, like, they're, like, quick to get on there. Like, okay, we need to ice you, we need to rest you.
Yeah, with WWE, like, oh, man, I just went through a grueling match. I sure wish officials would help me out. Nah, you can walk your ass back there. You're good. Go to the grill position. We'll help you then.
I'm just like, at least, like, they're quick on, like, okay, get this ice on his neck and on his head.
Jesus. But, yes, Okada going over for the win. Beautiful. Best. His song is also one of the reasons I like Okada.
Oh, dude, like, it's like, my favorite part is like when you hear like the steel pipes just like slam on the ground. You can hear like, I'm like, oh, dude.
I think I like the money sound coming down.
The money sound. I love that theme. I'm in love with New Japan's themes. Like, they need to keep releasing that because I want the Gorillas of Destiny's theme.
Yo, don't even get me started because I found it 3 separate times, but all 3 times had the crowd sound.
You know,
I was
right?
I want just regular.
I never realized
like bass heavy.
That Gorillas of Destiny theme just makes me feel like, oh.
Yeah.
It just makes you like, oh.
These guys might murder me today.
Also, I don't know if they're underrated, but in my opinion, they are underrated. Because I want more Tama Tonga. You are way better than your father, no offense. I think that's a compliment.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's
Haku's good. Haku was good.
But like, you are great. Also, I guess we might have been talking during the match. Didn't realize how many times Girls of Destiny were cursing. His
partner, I don't know if that's like his cousin. I'm guessing it's his cousin.
I think it's his... Probably, I don't know. I'll
It's either his cousin or his brother. He cussed so much.
So like we were watching the Japanese commentary. So if we watch the English one.
Yeah.
You see,
I heard
Carino,
that.
he just starts
I think
laughing.
you shared that with me, actually, yeah.
Carino starts laughing, and apparently there's a point where he had to turn off his mic because he was laughing too much.
Because I think his name is Fale also.
No, it's Tamatonga and Tonga-Ray.
Tonga-Ray. Yeah, Tonga-Ray was literally just like, fuck you, and fuck you too. Whoa. What did we even do?
My favorite part was like, eat shit, motherfucker. Like, that's when he starts cracking up.
Oh, wait. And then Juice Robinson. Over the fucking Tokyo Dome!
No, I think best one's like,
the Young Bucks.
Young Bucks like, hey, let's fucking kill this guy. So calmly, just saying
that.
That
Freaking Nick Jackson just, let's fucking kill this guy! And they almost did. And then they killed each other.
Oh, man.
I don't think Tama didn't cuss. It was his partner doing all of it. And then the Japanese dude just out of the blue. Fuck you!
Just like, he got into it. It's like, yeah, man, you're getting into this match now.
When the nut shot happened, you heard one of them say shit. And it was just like, oh, that's a genuine nut shot. Just shit!
I feel like we're going to be spoiled this whole year, starting off with Wrestle Kingdom 11.
Oh, yeah, I'm already done with wrestling at this point.
I'm
already done. Like,
hanging out with Rich, I'm like, just cancel wrestling. There's nothing going to beat this. Like, just cancel all Mania, cancel everything.
Like,
nothing.
I'm channeling my inner Jasmine Ortiz out here. Just cancel the rest of wrestling. Like, I'm good.
I'm just like, that, Wrestle Kingdom 11. Which is,
if my own homegrown talent can't get over like that, I don't want it. I don't want it.
So, we're going to find out how much it costs. We're going to Wrestle Kingdom 12. I'm telling you, we're going.
Well, if the tickets are $150 like that, right?
I think. I don't know. I got to keep looking.
It's just the flight that's going to be the problem. Yeah. And then we got to, like, find people who can direct us to Wrestle Kingdom, because Japanese...
Dude, but
Japan is a big place.
We can also hit the arcades, man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm just like looking like, we have to go to Wrestle Kingdom. Apparently, there were a lot of foreigners at Wrestle Kingdom 11 watching. A lot of them came in to watch it.
Nice.
I know. I was just like going like, that's freaking sick.
I think Omega's family was there and the Young Bucks family were there. Because I watched this.
You watched that video they had, like, the aftermath.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I'm going to take this one. Why? Oh, because it's tall like you? No, because it has a championship. Dude, too soon. Okay. Just quit with the championship stuff. I'm just like...
I felt bad because I really feel like Kenny wasn't joking when he was sad in that video.
He looked so sad. I'm like, oh.
He should have won.
I'm like,
why didn't you win, man?
I'm like, Kenny, don't worry, man. You're going to be the only person in history who shares a 6-star match. Like, it's only 2 of you. I'm like, that's going to be impossible to beat. So don't worry, man. Like, we all still love you.
Like, every match I've heard of from Dave Meltzer's ratings, like a good 3, maybe a 4.
Yeah.
Like, even AJ versus Shinsuke was like a 4.5.
Like, last year, the only I know was like Naito versus Omega got a 5.
Figures.
And Okada versus Tanahashi got a 5.
Alright. And guess what? Both of those are in Japan.
Yeah.
The only 5-star match I've heard from WWE producing right now was John Cena AJ, I think.
No, 4.
I got a 4?
Yeah, 4. Don't you remember, like, I shared that picture of this dude up, like, in CNN? Everyone was holding random signs. Like, one of them was, like, Han shot first. Mm-hmm. And the one next to, like, AJ versus Cena was a 5-star match, Meltzer. I'm like, that dude, he gets it.
That guy understands. Because it was a 5-star
match. Like, the only match they had in WWE that had a 5-star was Punk, Cena, Money in the Bank. It's because it's the storyline. It's the perfect epitome of a storyline.
But so is AJ Cena. It's literally
I'm not gonna lie.
New guy coming in, but he's still an experienced guy that's been everywhere. And then it's Cena, the Hulk Hogan of our era.
The dream match that we all wanted. Yeah. And it had a clean finish, too.
I've been saying it since 06.
Of the ring. 1, 2, 3 Styles wins. But, hey, Dave Meltzer gave this a 6 stars, so I'm kind of forgive a little bit.
I guess. Whatever.
But, like, I'm just like, WrestleMania has, like, a bar so freaking high it cannot reach.
I'm mad that we watched Wrestle Kingdom.
I don't know.
Because I kind of expected... honestly, I'm looking at WrestleMania's future, like, depending on how they decide to book the Rumble, if they book it in my imagination the way I'm imagining it.
Yeah.
WrestleMania looks like it'd actually be okay this year.
Okay, you can't get any worse than last year. We can say that. We can honestly say that. You can't...
Look, if they didn't push Roman the way they did...
Not just that, but, like, look at every other match, remember? We were just like, why?
True.
Except for, like, 2 of them.
The Charlotte match, that made sense because it made sense for her to carry the title going
and it was Ryder having a Mania moment.
Because
Ryder
never going to question it.
Yeah.
Him or Stardust could have won and I wouldn't have cared.
But, like, Ryder, like, he has a moment.
Yeah,
the dude that we want, I know, had. But no one's taking away that moment.
No.
It's there.
It's literally pictured.
But Wrestle Kingdom 11.
You done spoiled us.
Goddamn.
You done spoiled us, kid.
I'm telling you, like, getting into New Japan is probably going to spoil me with wrestling. I'm like, it's good. It's not as good as New Japan. But one of what did WWE try to spoil us with was the UK Championship tournament.
Oh, yeah.
We're not going to go over every match, but these are my standout matches. Tyler Bate versus Tucker. I think it's the best match of round 1.
Yeah, it was. Because I actually didn't know who was going to win.
Mark Andrews versus Joseph Connor, which I thought was pretty good.
Is Mark Andrews Mandrews, by the way, in TNA? Is that Mandrews?
Yeah.
Okay, I was trying to figure out who the hell that was.
Yeah, he's from TNA. And then we had Pete Dunne versus Mark Andrews, which was amazing.
Yeah.
And then Pete Dunne versus Tyler Bates was a great story finish. And these are the stars I think got pushed super hard. Wolfgang, Tyler Bate, obviously the guy who won it, obviously got pushed hard. Trent Seven, his tag team partner in Progress, who, is it me or does he look like Jason Momoa?
He did.
Yeah, okay, good. I was going like, you look like straight up Jason Momoa. Straight up Aquaman right now. It's the beard, right?
Yeah.
Joseph Connors. Michael Cole must be super high on Joseph Connors.
Well, he did great calling, by the way, that night.
That night, I was like, when I saw Michael Cole, I'm like, oh, goddamn, Cole's doing commentary. And then, like, he actually did. I'm like, dude, this is probably the best commentary Cole did since Beast in the East. Because he was good in that one, too.
I think when it comes to certain special events...
I think when it comes that Vince isn't at that event, and it's just...
He can call the match how he sees it.
He can actually call a wrestling match.
Because he's called back... Like, when him and Taz were color commentaries together, he wasn't bad.
No, he wasn't bad.
He was just hampered because he had Taz, who was supposed to be the play-by-play guy.
But, like, no, Cole was probably, like... I was, like, surprised, like, holy crap, Cole's actually calling a match pretty damn good. Not once have I seen him screw up a move.
This is true.
I was like...
The only time... He'll screw up names. He never screws up moves, though.
The only thing he screwed up was, like, when Balor made his surprise appearance.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, you knew he was going to be here, Cole? I'm pretty sure day 1 you introduced him in the crowd. Yeah, that was, like, the only thing that I was like, really? You knew he was going to be here, Cole, huh? You know, I can go to day 1. I can see you introducing him in the crowd. You specifically.
It was right there.
it wasn't Nigel, it was you. Also, Nigel was awesome. It was awesome. Like, I like Desmond Wolfe in TNA.
I kind of miss Desmond Wolfe. Why doesn't he wrestle anymore?
No, he can't wrestle.
What happened? Was it the Dan O'Brien thing?
No, something with something in the blood.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I was like, which was like when he was signed to do the UK tournament, you just see Daniel Bryan put a tweet like, "Wow, man, me and Nigel finally in the WWE. Shame we can't wrestle anymore." I'm like, make me sad.
Can we just also talk about Daniel Bryan not giving a single crap about anything concerning that company, by the way?
I freaking love it, though.
Let's just mention everything I hate, but without actually mentioning it.
I freaking love it because it's like, you're not going to fire me. You can't. Because, you know, the minute you fire me, I'm main eventing New Japan. I'm main eventing Ring of Honor, so you can't fire me.
You're holding me hostage, but I'm holding you hostage.
It's like, oh, you don't want me to say stuff? What are you going to do? Huh? Nothing?
So he just low-key says things and pisses everybody off. And he'll wait like at least a month in between to say something.
I love Daniel Bryan not giving a shit. It's my favorite Daniel Bryan now. Oh, man. But the UK tournament, the biggest
Joseph
star.
Connors. Yeah. I watched a little bit of CPW sometimes. Yeah. He is nice. The rivalry between him and Drew Galloway, I like it.
The reason why I put Saxon Huxley's here is because it's basically Jesus wrestling. Yeah, he looked like Jesus. The crowd figured it out. It was Jesus. I mean, he's not really Jesus.
He's wrestling Jesus.
Wrestling Jesus.
Kind of like Seth Rollins' CrossFit Jesus.
Yeah. Right. And like the chant during his match.
Jesus.
Just, oh, hey, I want to know, will you be my God? I'm like, oh, This crowd is so good.
I remember that now.
I love that crowd.
I just enjoy Pete.
Pete Dunne. Like, he didn't win, but he was the one that came out there looking like
He
the
looks
biggest
shiny.
superstar.
Oh, man, he's the shiniest star there.
Like,
if he stays in the UK wrestling scene, then more power to him. But if he goes to WWE...
I mean, it kind of seems like he wants to, like, leave.
He fits.
Because, like I told you, like, he cut a promo when he won the Progress Championship. He's like, this is only good enough for me to hold it down to write a contract over it. So it's either I'm going to Florida or Tokyo. I'm like...
If he goes to Tokyo, good God.
Oh, British strong style meets Japanese strong style, it'll be amazing.
The technicality of the matches too, like, because British style wrestling is very technical.
Very technical. That's what That's what I learned watching this tournament. Damn man, a lot of technicalities.
That first round was straight up technical wrestling, but it was slow paced, and I was like, okay, this is it is what it is. Mm-hmm. Everything after that first round of matches. Oh boy.
Oh man.
Why are you breathing?
But like Pete Dunne just reminds me. I remember when Regal was super heel in like 2009 or 8.
8, yeah.
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 But like he was like already aging up.
So he couldn't do anything.
Yeah. Pete Dunne just reminds me of that heel Regal. You just put it on a young body.
I feel like that's probably his idol anyway. I mean, for British wrestlers, it'd be like William Regal and like who else? I mean, Triple H adopted a British style. So.
But like, I'm just like, I look at Pete Dunne like you are the next coming of Regal.
Yeah.
And like, you see how like Regal always like looks like pissed off at Dunne, like
God damn it, Peter.
Tweet like when you throw a party and your pop's pissed off. I'm like.
And Pete Dunne has the most uncaring face I've ever seen on anybody. Just like that air of, go ahead, I'm gonna beat your ass if you touch me.
He is literally my favorite wrestler to come out of this tournament. Like bar none. Like I want this guy on the main roster.
I'm a big Joseph Connors guy at the moment, so we'll
like
see
that's what I'm saying.
goes.
Like these stars pushing, like they're pushing the right people. Like I want to see Trent Seven and Tyler Bate do a tag team. Like imagine those two going against American Alpha, Revival, DIY.
Speaking of, all right, so this was kind of a funny moment. I was at a club this past weekend, and I had my Revival shirt on. And as I'm sitting there dancing, this dude out of the blue taps me on the leg because I'm like higher above him, and he's like, "Boo! Boo the Revival! DIY! DIY!" I'm like, "Yo, it's all about no flips, just fists, man."
It is the best shirt in NXT right now too.
That's why I bought it.
I'm like, it's the best shirt, man.
That's why I bought that thing.
So how do you feel about like the UK tournament just being like a Triple H logo? Come on,
you know what? It's cool.
You know you want that shirt.
I want it. I've been any Triple H shirt because he does have some of the best merch.
He does have some like the most metal merch out there. It's just like it's always just a king's skull and sledgehammers. And I'm just like
that belt. You know what? Honestly, I'd laugh if Triple H was the actual belt holder and they had to beat him for the belt just so he could have a belt around his waist.
He's like, I was the first UK champion. Now I can give it to you.
He crowns himself as the first UK champion
like
just to be a douche.
Tyler Bate beat Pete Dunne. Like, okay, you beat
he Shao Kahn's him.
Like, I am the real champion. Takes off his suit like, yeah, I'm ready. Like, oh, God, no. Oh, God, no.
Triple H, when were you champion?
Now.
Look at the belt. Look at me. This is my belt. He is right.
But also the one thing that was great in this UK tournament was seeing Tommy End debut.
Yeah.
That was cool as hell.
Isn't he going to be in NXT soon?
Yeah. Like Tommy End debuting and seeing Neville. I'm getting super high on Neville now. I'm like, this guy can skip the cruiserweight soon and just go to the main event.
Like, he weighs a good 203, 204-ish.
I'm just like, you can just go to the main event, man. Like, with this gimmick.
With just heel Neville, yes.
Heel Neville works as a main event gimmick.
See, the problem is, though, a lot, because, again, the cruiserweights are on Raw, a lot of heel champions are kind of chicken shits.
Yeah.
Like, how do you... I kind of... You know what? I like Kevin Owens. I'm currently wearing a Kevin Owens shirt.
Yeah.
Excuse me. But ever since he's held this title, he's looked like a weak dude.
Yeah.
Like... IC champion Kevin Owens looked like he would murder you if you looked at his title. NXT champion Owens
did murder you.
He would murder you.
He did murder you.
But Universal Champion Kevin Owens, oh, I need my best friend's help to hold things.
It's like, I'm scared for Joe. Because,
no.
Like, NXT Joe, like,
That's why he needs to go to SmackDown.
He was killing people and not caring. Which is why
it took Shinsuke all the way out.
It's like prime Joe.
Like 07 Joe. No, 08. Yeah, 07 Joe when Kurt Angle debuted and he was just like, you're not taking me off the top of the mountain I just reached.
Oh,
you get murdered.
Going back to New Japan, like Young Bucks coming with all the belts, and Yumi just made that comparison.
I finally found out the belt, the one white belt.
It's a super kick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found out. It's like, when you listen to the English commentary, he actually says, like, it's a super kick party belt. I'm like, sure, just make your own belt. Who cares, man? You already have 3 other belts. I'm not going to argue.
They said they were going to call them, they were basically doing, like, the whole $1 Million Man thing. Like, this is our belt. And I would dare somebody to take it.
But it was cool seeing, like 4 belts. 3 of them being different company.
Super Junior Tag Team, Ring of Honor,
PWG,
Super Kick Party.
Just
which
seeing them come out.
I'm confused about where that.
It's just they're coming out like with 4 belts each. I'm like, that's fucking cool.
And I think they lost the PWG ones recently.
Did they? Oh.
Because I only see them with the Ring of Honor and then Super Kick ones on.
Yeah, that's fine. Like, they had a kick-ass entrance with those 4 belts. That was good enough.
And their pants were straight up belts. When I noticed it, I was like, wait, there's a whole bunch of belts. That's funny.
So, that was UK tournament. I want to know what they're going to do with the belt.
We'll find out soon enough, I suppose, eh?
Yeah. Maybe they'll be defending it at Insane Championship Wrestling. It's a good segue.
I'm wondering why the hell they bought ICW.
Like, everything going around from Wrestling Observer saying the ICW is going to WWE Network.
So we're going to see a lot of blood, aren't we? Because that's hardcore wrestling right there. That's ECW after ECW folded.
So, like, I want to know, like, why they agreed to it.
Well, when you think about it, ICW, hell, Insane Clown Posse is a big advocate for wrestling.
Yeah.
ICW has had a lot of former WWE, WCW, and ECW talent. It would make sense. I mean, granted, a lot of indie feds have.
Yeah.
But those guys specifically, I feel, because they contributed in some way to success of a major wrestling company, it makes sense. I mean, yeah, they're not like a big contributor to WCW success, but they were part of Raven's flock.
So I just want to know, like, okay, ICW's coming here. Rumor is other independent promotions are also going, so I'm guessing Progress. You said Evolve. And I'm also thinking Rev Pro.
You know, it'd be really interesting, since it is now currently an indie fed, and it would make complete sense, because, you know, they talk about them. WCPW. It would actually make sense. Because then they could still keep their talent that they have.
Mm-hmm. But,
another thing is, how are they paying those guys? I just realized that, like, how do they pay them? They're a YouTube company.
I don't know, man. But, the big thing that's about ICW going to the WWE Network, man, like, companies are just partnering up now.
See, that's the thing. With all these companies partnering up, it kind of sounds like a certain bygone era that the WWE kind of destroyed not that long ago with the eventual ending of WCW.
I'm just like, I keep saying, like, I keep telling you and Chris, Ring of Honor, New Japan, PWG, and TNA, just like...
And I would not mind TNA joining that, because TNA used to have a great deal with New Japan.
Until they screwed up. I finally found the matches why they screwed up. They treated Okada like jobber.
They treated Okada and Sonata like a jobber.
But Okada more because they knew Okada was going to be a big star, and they treated him like...
You ain't shit.
They made him into like the freaking, what's his name? Green Hornet's side character, Kato.
Oh,
they gave him that gimmick. And I'm just like, this is Okada. Dude, fuck you. I'm pretty sure that's what New Japan just said too. It's like, this is Okada. Fuck you.
This is our future.
Done. And I'm just like, that's all you.
And that was because that was what, back when Dixie Carter was in charge. So
Dixie Carter and what's his name, Vince Russo.
And Vince Russo.
Right. Well, New Japan hates Vince Russo.
Oh no,
and
shit.
Now New Japan hates Dixie, and Dixie's gone. Vince Russo's been gone. And here Jarrett's coming back to Impact to help.
They liked him, so.
So I feel like that partnership's gonna renew itself.
Jeff Jarrett was waiting for that to happen then, because now Global Force can actually dissolve and just become part of Impact.
You can change Impact to Global Force or Global Force into Impact. Either one.
I would just get rid of Global Force and make it part of Impact.
Yeah,
it's a smaller.
But I'm just going like, man, like you saw that video from Wall Culture, the war happening. I'm
cool with it. If New Japan's gonna go to war by themselves, you already know who the guy's supposed to lead that charge.
Yep, Kenny.
You have an English-speaking Western Hemisphere dweller in Kenny Omega from Winnipeg. You idiots. And yeah, it makes sense. He's part of the most overstable in the world. He's one of the most over guys in the world, surprisingly enough. Oh wait, that's because he's the leader. And it just makes sense to lead the charge with him. Now, you can have, as long as you have English-speaking commentators, you can get everybody else over.
Yeah.
But you start the war through him. You start the war through the Bullet Club.
Like I'm saying, like they're doing some G1 Climax matches in the summer at Los Angeles. I hope next year they do another G1 here. Hope it's in the east side. Like imagine them like going to Madison Square Garden.
Either MSG or, because it'd be hilarious to do it, in Connecticut. Just to be that guy. Send them to Stamford, Connecticut real quick and just have them rain terror in your hometown, WWE.
Like obviously New Japan sees there's a threat. That's why they're doing this Los Angeles thing. So they're getting ready.
Because Los Angeles is a known area for the WWE with the Staples Center, and
so like they're getting ready. So I'm like, I cannot wait. People like say, no, this is gonna be a bad thing. No, it's gonna be a great thing. It's gonna make each one get better.
Competition creates great opportunities.
Yeah,
and great moments.
So, Kurt Angle being inducted into the Hall of Fame. I'm happy. Kind of deserves it.
They finally made an intelligent move with the right man, with the right intensity and right integrity. Yeah, I had to get all three eyes in there.
Do you know who he wants to induct him? Who would you guess?
I would. Who's the guy that he had beef with the most? Like wrestling wise, not like
wrestling wise.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be like the?
It feels like all even though, like with everyone. Like
I mean, I guess if anybody would be like Triple H, wouldn't it?
Like I would have said Brock because like they're a great main event.
That would have been my second one.
Want to know who he wants though?
Who?
He wants Stone Cold to induct him. Because you know they wore cowboy hats.
That's hilarious.
But like he said he had some of his good matches with Stone Cold and some of his best promos with Stone Cold, and his favorite skits are with Stone Cold.
Stone Cold was hilarious as a heel.
So like he's like, it's probably like the one I want the most. I'm like, I wouldn't argue with that. Like
it's if you said Brock, I'm like, all right, cool, that makes sense because WrestleMania 19 is one of the most replayed moment, like has one of the most replayed moments in history with Brock specifically.
He has one of my favorite Iron Man matches with him and Brock also.
Yeah, SmackDown back in the day when they had that.
I also wouldn't have minded if it was Edge and Christian too, because they always like
they had great moments too.
And
the kazoos.
I wouldn't mind Cena also because he did help put over Cena a lot.
Yeah, shouldn't have done that.
But like
should have just beat Cena.
I also wouldn't have minded what's his name. Taker, because
they had some great matches.
That match in No Way Out, the one before the WrestleMania.
Oh yeah,
the one like where Taker lost by putting that triangle choke on him, but he got pinned over, and I was like, that match was amazing though. That should have been in Mania.
You know what I find ironic about that moment though? Dial it back 2 years, and that same moment happened only with Taker tapping out to the triangle hold. But it ended in a double count, so they had to have a match between all three, him, The Rock, and Kurt Angle.
So, him and Shawn Michaels.
That would have made sense also for Shawn and
One of the best matches in Mania, too.
He had so many great options.
I know, like, he had like, a lot of options, so when he said awesome, I was like, no, that's fine. That's viable. What is your favorite Angle match? Mine is him versus Shawn at WrestleMania 21. I think it's one of the best.
I want to say... just because of the fact of that botch that turned into like a legendary moment. It's him and Shane.
Oh, him and Shane. Oh, yeah.
Do it again.
God.
Are you sure? Just do it again.
Oh god. I love like the second time he had to go through. It's like, oh man, you're going through this thing, and just like launches after like, just get through it, please, for the love of God. Let's finish this match.
Because Kurt had a broken tailbone by this point.
And Shane was
was
pissing blood everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Just, hey, so what are you doing? Are you Lotus Lincoln?
I'm just going like, I don't know which one's worse now. You or Eddie, because like Eddie was pissing blood right there, but you were pissing blood all over the stage, and glass is all red.
And you were just gone.
You
don't even know what happened at this point.
I think I was like right there. I was like, Shane, you don't need to do this. We love you already, man. You killed yourself twice.
Was he a face in that match?
Yes.
Why is it that anytime he wrestles, he's the good guy?
Because the good guy is gonna be the one that gets his ass kicked most of the time, and he loses all of them mostly.
Mostly, I think he only won the one with Big Show.
Yeah. So I'm just going like, but he always like dies. Like he can't be the bad guy because like if he's the bad guy, like well, he's not gonna win.
The only time he was the bad guy was against Shawn because it was him and McMahon versus.
Yeah. And he still
Shawn
tries to kill himself, man.
Yeah.
Even now, I'm just like, I swear to God, if the AJ match that is proposed, if it ends with him almost trying to kill himself again, I'm like, dude, just kill yourself because it seems like that's what you want to do. Because every match, it feels like you're trying to kill yourself, and I don't want you dead. I like you, Shane. You're the nice McMahon.
I have this weird feeling that it's not gonna be AJ versus Shane.
That's what it's talking about. Apparently, like next week they'll finalize the Mania card. No, okay, we're finalizing. This is where we have to go. Everything starts with Rumble. Then we'll push forward.
Like I don't want.
Because like for a long time it was supposed to be everyone thought it was gonna be okay. I know three matches are finalized. Like these three are not changed no matter what. It's Goldberg versus Lesnar.
Mm-hmm.
It's Rollins versus Hunter.
Figures.
And Shaq versus Big Show.
Why is that one fun?
I don't know.
I mean, by the way, kudos to Big Show for losing hella weight and getting in great shape.
Dude, he's ripped. Impressive.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, so like the two rumored matches was Strowman versus Reigns for the Universal Championship.
Oh, I'm not fine with that.
There you go. That was it. Oh, you're fine with that. Let me lower your hype right now. And Taker versus Cena for the championship.
Unless Strowman wins, I'm not fine with that match.
You know he's not gonna win.
He needs to.
Why
does Roman need to win 2 Manias?
Because he's so over.
No.
I know he's not. That's why I said, like, when I look at Naito, I get more pissed off at Roman.
I want to throw something at Roman Reigns. I want to throw Roman Reigns at Roman Reigns.
But that's what it is. Like, that's what was rumored so far.
And there was, like,
apparently,
the rumors of AJ fighting either Orton or Taker, and that's not happening.
That's not happening either. There's another rumor going around saying that Cena-Taker thing is done.
Yeah, I heard that.
And Braun and Roman thing is done.
So they're not doing either?
They're saying it's either Roman Taker or Taker Braun.
I'll take either. As long as it's not Braun and Roman. I like Braun Strowman. Don't feed Braun Strowman to Roman Reigns. Yeah. Go back in the podcast, you'll hear that I don't like Braun Strowman. We'll go all the way back a year ago.
We know exactly where we have to go. We have to go just the draft video.
Yeah, the draft video where he was a green screen of a man.
I feel so bad saying that now because like he's probably one of my favorite improved wrestlers.
Yeah, he's actually got most improved.
Like
I think it was either him or no, it was Miz that got most improved.
It's him. Miz did get most improved. Like for me, it's him, Miz, and Corbin.
Yeah,
because Corbin surprisingly is really good.
Corbin can put on good matches.
So I'm going like. I'm very surprised, Braun. I'm so sorry for comparing you to a green screen.
You know what? No, because if you say a year ago, like if you look at a year ago and you look at how they booked Braun Strowman, they booked him to not do shit.
Yeah.
And there's a reason for it. It's because he probably couldn't.
Yeah, he probably couldn't. Those squashing matches really did help him.
It did, because it solidified him as the monster that he is now.
But like, those are the rumors. Like I said, like, just 3 matches are locked. We'll wait to see what Vince thinks. Later on, switch.
You gotta wait on.
You know this guy switches his mind every day.
Let's not suspend Titus. Let's suspend Titus again.
Let's kill Titus with a New Day. Just like murder this guy.
What did he do to deserve this?
He touched Vince.
You
don't touch Vince apparently.
So petty.
I don't know. Okay, so Royal Rumble. So far we have 17 competitors, like officially announced. Like these guys all each said they're in it. So like there's no like. Are you sure? Like, no, they all each said. Like, Goldberg, Lesnar, all of New Day, Jericho, Strowman, Corbin, Rollins, Taker, Ambrose, Miz, Ziggler, Cesaro, and Sheamus, and all the Wyatts minus Rowan. Yeah, Eric Rowan.
I'm glad Eric Rowan's not a fixture. Anyway, let's see here. I'm just going to start from the Wyatts and move my way up real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Out of the Wyatts, the one I want winning is Bray. Yeah. Moving on from there. Sheamus and Cesaro, I don't want any of them winning.
You don't want Cesaro to win?
No. I want them to stay as a tag team for a little bit longer.
Okay. Ziggler, you already had shots.
I don't want him there.
Miz, I can actually see.
Yes, and I'd be okay with that.
Ambrose?
No. No.
It depends who you put him up against, though.
I don't want it.
Okay. Taker, only reason I want that is
because
if
it
you
sets up Mania. He has to win.
The only reason I want him to win is if you do Taker Cena. Only reason. Like if you don't do that, then I don't want this.
Yeah.
Rollins. I mean, we already know he's not. I just said the lock match is Triple H versus Hunter. Yeah, but if he did win, I want him to leave Raw and go to SmackDown and wrestle AJ Styles.
But then wouldn't that make...
Who cares?
Actually, okay, so back to that whole scenario, by the way, about them possibly switching AJ and Seth. I kind of want them to just have like a... You remember back when Cena and Edge had the loser leaves Raw match?
Yeah.
I mean, then also Edge had it with Matt Hardy at one point. But I kind of want that scenario instead of a trade. I want a loser leaves SmackDown match. Like, both of them are there. They have a great rivalry. Loser leaves SmackDown. Goes to Raw. There.
Corbin, I think it's still a little bit too soon.
Yeah, I want him to do well. Just, he doesn't need to win it yet.
Strowman.
I could see him winning it, oddly enough.
Jericho. He needs to win it before he retires. That's like the last thing he needs to do. That or win the Money in the Bank. Because he hasn't done either.
A match that was his concept.
Yeah. Woods, I love you, but...
no, you're a mid-carder right now.
Kingston,
no.
Same thing. Maybe. Very maybe. Just don't kill yourself doing the freaking through the ropes.
Never again. I haven't seen him do it in a while.
And maybe it's because people have been telling him you're going to kill yourself if you keep doing that.
You're going to land on your freaking neck like Cesaro did.
That one's scary.
Or Lita.
Brock and Goldberg.
None of those two are winning it. They're going to screw each other over.
Yeah.
So, yay.
Okay, so that's like 17.
That literally leaves, 2 people as possible winners, and that's Undertaker and Braun Strowman. Wow, that's became...
one more possible winner.
Who?
Finn. He's coming back for Royal Rumble. He's not announced because he's going to be a secret entrant. Okay. Secret.
I mean, he's been saying that he wasn't going to be cleared before.
The dude has been seen so many times on TV. I'm like, you're back, aren't you? You're
He's at least
good, aren't you?
Physically training still, so...
That's like, every time I see him on TV, I'm like, you should really leave him off TV. If he's going to be a surprise entrant.
Well, I mean, they've only showed him for the UK tournament. That was fine. Like, he hasn't really
But
been
he's been,
like,
walking.
That.
Like, he's been going to ICW in progress a lot. Walking. Looking healthy.
Well, I mean, ICW is, like, a stomping ground for him, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it makes sense.
But I'm just going like, man, you gotta stop looking like you're healthy, man. You gotta kayfabe that shit. Pretend that you still have a cast.
Put a sling on.
Yeah. But,
do what Cena does and just disappear for a while.
Oh, yeah, because that was, like, the best surprise ever.
Anytime he shows up, it's nice.
Angle being inducted, I feel like he's going to be a surprise entrant.
Yeah.
It just feels like...
You can't put a tweet saying coming home and not show up.
But, like, he's saying coming because of the induction.
Yeah.
But I just feel like you're going to be in... Like, apparently he hasn't been called yet. That's what he keeps saying. Like, I haven't been called, but I feel like I am going to be coming back doing something sooner or later. I hope it's a Royal Rumble thing.
If it's not I want him to coach American Alpha.
No, I want him to have a rivalry with Chad Gable, because Gable is the second coming of Kurt Angle. He acts like gullible, goofy Kurt from the 90s.
As long as they let him talk, because lately when he talks, he's very serious.
So I'm just going like, Gable just like reminds me, like, I'm waiting for you to have like a little cowboy hat and all that. I'm just like waiting for you to...
Just Kurt with long hair.
It is.
Yo, I didn't know how athletic Kurt really was until I saw that promo package for his Hall of Fame. And he did a standing backflip out of the blue after he won. I was like, wait, you're that athletic?
I know. I'm just like going, Kurt Angle was probably... He's definitely on top 5 greatest wrestlers ever.
Like, he had the prettiest moonsault I ever saw in my life, but I didn't know he could just standing backflip like it was nothing.
Did you see the Shinsuke match I sent you?
Yeah.
Nice, right?
Yeah.
Nice. It was awesome seeing Shinsuke versus Kurt Angle. I was like, okay, so that's a dream match I don't need to wish for again. So,
ever again? Like,
there you go. It's right there.
The only match that's a dream match currently for me, in terms of Kurt, was Kurt versus Daniel Bryan.
He wanted that to be like his last match.
I know.
I'm like, Kurt, you know what we want. You know what we
all
want.
knew it. Like, God, why'd you have to do the stupid diving headbutt, Daniel Bryan? You know what that does. You know who had that. Daniel Bryan. I'm looking at you through this microphone.
I feel like Finn's going to be surprised. Kurt's going to be surprised. Big call up, number 10. Ty Dillinger. If he's not number 10, I'm like, you just send him back to NXT. Don't call him.
He shows up as number 11.
I'm like, ruined. Ruined.
Number 11, Ty Dillinger. I hate you.
I'm like, just ruined. Everything sucks now.
Everything is terrible.
Well, like, I hear he's going to be one of the entrants. And obviously, if he's one of the entrants, just put him as number 10. It just writes itself.
It's a fucking number.
It just writes itself. What are you going to do?
Put him at 20? He's not the perfect 20. He's the perfect 10, you rubes.
And the other call-up is everyone's saying it's Joe.
Dun, 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 dun.
So imagine Kurt Angle is one of the surprise entrants and he's kicking ass. Next person comes out, it's Joe. You just hear that theme. You're like, oh.
Yo, I'd laugh
and what
if
it
changed again.
What if he, like, what's it called? Repays Kurt Angle for his headbutt by redoing the headbutt, but this time it's Joe doing it to Angle.
I'd laugh if he got his TNA theme. Just like you hear it. And I'm talking about like the Nation of Violence one. Just old Godzilla theme.
Oh my.
Then hip hop sound out of the blue and he just comes down angry.
I feel like Joe owns the Godzilla theme.
I feel like
he saved up his money. He's like, I'm buying this
Toho,
theme for
let me get this music. Let me get a portion of it.
Buying this theme. It is mine now. Forever in every song I'm going to have in any company.
Or the roar. Because you can't tell me I can't. You can't.
Like, Joe's, I hear it's going to be another one. I feel like they should bring, like, someone from the UK Championship as a surprise entrant. Pete Dunne or Trent Seven. Or Joseph Connor, since apparently, like, if Cole's super high on you, I feel like you'll have a higher chance of actually being on a roster.
Oh, yeah, because Michael Cole is, like, the number 3 guy in the company, surprisingly enough.
So I'm going, like if he's high on you, he probably put a lot of good word for you and just bring you in.
I mean, shit. The only other person that, like...
Does Connors remind you of Mankind?
Promo-wise.
When he does the hair, I just like, flashes of Mankind.
Because his character's supposed to be, kind of, like, mentally unstable?
It just, like, I'm watching him wrestle, I'm just like, Mankind. Just immediate flashes of Mankind. And that's not a bad thing.
The kid can hit, too.
Whew. I love that whole, like elbow into knee combo. I was like, Dad, looks like it
That's a fighting game move, yo. That's a fighting game move. Like, you don't just do that shit.
You just, like, knee, boom. Like, yeah, I'm like, that looks like it hurts, man.
My back.
I like it, though. Like,
But... Let's see here. There are certain things I did want to go over. I mean, we've gone over a lot of the main stuff, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go over certain turns and character changes and developments, because I've been defending this one for a while, and that's John Cena's current character. I like it. I will say this.
The arrogant face.
I like arrogant face. I like arrogant old dude in the fight.
My favorite one was his return promo when he goes like, "Man, I hate
the
that
BS era."
Like, you screw the new era. It's the my time era. I'm like, yes.
And if he's only gonna do heel things with heels, then I'm okay with that.
Oh yeah.
If he's just still saying John Cena, alright, cool.
But like, no, like I dig this John Cena. I was like, yeah. A heel turn John Cena without really being a heel turn.
And Miz is slightly mentally unstable after losing his
title. He is the best. Like, shoot promo.
I'm the freaking best! I'm the freaking best!
Like, I was waiting for, like, saliva to come out of his mouth. Like,
he lost his mind on talking smack.
I'm just, like, I'm waiting for him just, like, to be, like, a freaking pit bull with, like, drool hanging out of his mouth.
See, this is why Raw needs to do Raw talk after Raw, because they need those shoot promos for these people to get better.
The only thing about that, though, is, like, it's 3-hour Raw, and then we have, another hour.
Then they could put it before Raw. Just be like, hey, talk about the match before it happens.
Yeah, but I'm
but
going,
it's
like,
all
that's
shooting.
why, like, SmackDown, like, yeah, they have it right after their there's 205 Live, but, like...
205 Live is its own entity.
Yeah, so, like, it's just, like...
By the way, Young Bucks kind of shot on 205 Live. It was kind of hilarious. Because they accepted the Hardys challenge. And they were like, we'll quit Ring of Honor right now if they won't let us have the match. We'll go to TNA. We'll go to what did I say? New Japan. We'll go down to Florida NXT. We'll even go to 205. Well, we won't do that. Oh, okay, we won't do that. I was like, dang.
Oh. So I don't know, man. Like 1 month into this wrestling year, and
we already got 1 6-star match and a lot of anticipated things happening.
And like we find out, like we get introduced to new wrestlers with the UK tournament, which is, I'm always gonna be high on Pete Dunne now.
And
dude, he cuts amazing promos,
and he's probably the most arrogant douchebag I've ever seen in my life, and I love it.
Yeah, I know, man. Dude's awesome.
He's like more arrogant than Kevin Owens, and Kevin Owens is pretty up there.
Arrogant than Owens, but he carries himself like a champion
Even without the belt, and that's great.
Like I gotta show you that promo he cut because it's like amazing. Like I'm just like, but it's also because like freaking Tyler Bates, he's like just like looking around like. And then, like, at the end, he's like, man, like, now fuck off. I need to go take a piss.
Oh, yeah, I remember this now.
I'm just like, money. Money, guys. You guys are great.
So, the strong style of Britain.
Like, British strong style. Like, I'm just like, this is the coolest stable.
It's those three specifically right now?
Just those three.
Okay.
But, I mean, we got a lot of things coming up with this year, man. Like, hopefully, WrestleMania's great.
Like, it looks good. Problem is, will it be good?
Yeah. G1 Climax. It's probably going to be amazing. I bet you it's going to be Naito who wins it this year. I bet
That means he has to lose the belt, doesn't he?
Yeah. Fine with that. But I'm fine with that.
I'm fine with that, but who's going to lose it to?
Shibata.
I don't know, because Shibata's in hot water right now. Because Japan frowns upon cheating on spouses.
Oh, no, right now.
Shibata kind of got caught. I mean, Goto probably could.
Goto.
No, who's someone in Bullet Club could, and it wouldn't make a damn bit of difference. I don't know, Tom.
Oh, give it to Cole. Give it to Adam Cole. If he drops the Ring of Honor title, give him the IWGP IC belt.
Okay.
Give it to Adam Cole, cause I love Adam Cole.
No, what I want actually is I'm kind of thinking about it. It would be kind of funny. Have Takahashi
drop the junior title.
Drop the junior weight, but then have
you could have
Naito not lose it, just straight up give it to Takahashi. That's a heel move in and of itself.
Heel move, and then Bushi can just get the junior title again.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
And then Naito can just be like, I don't need this belt. I'm going for bigger things.
Or if this dude finally signs with a company and stops doing freelancing, could be Kota Ibushi.
He's not going to stop freelancing.
We don't know, man. This year's weird already. Maybe he'll finally settle down with one company.
His neck can't hold one company. Yeah, I said it. Your neck can't hold one company there, Ibushi.
But, like, I mean, I would love to see
Ibushi. Stack
Ibushi.
of dimes.
Love to see Ibushi Naito. That would be cool. But, like, I'm just saying, like, I feel like this year is Naito's year.
Hell, it's Los Ingobernables de Japon's year.
Yeah. But, like, it seems like the independent scene is just getting more recognition. More people are starting to look at it.
Yeah,
it's great.
Because everybody's realizing that you don't need to be in WWE to make a decent living.
Thank you, Cody Rhodes.
Heck, thank Kurt Angle.
But
technically, like, if you really want to be technical, Jeff Hardy.
Yeah,
Jeff Hardy introduced people to like, hey, this is an indie promotion, and I'm here. You should
but
watch
I feel like
this.
Cody now
is the epitome of it. Yeah.
The epitome of it, because like he's been going to like PWG, Ring of Honor, WCPW, TNA, everything, and just like bringing more.
He's bringing more notoriety to it. I kind of want to say, like, he made it more apparent, but the thing is, I realize it now that you mention it that way. The current crop of guys that everyone talks about are the reason that you can make a living. Like, the Young Bucks, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Kenny, Adam Cole. All these big-name indie guys. All they do is indie stuff, and they've made a pretty damn good living. Hell, John Morrison, Brian Cage, all do indie stuff.
Morrison needs to do more.
Well, he does movies now, too.
I know, but like, I feel like he should be more.
He's the current champion in Lucha Underground.
Yeah, but like, I feel like I'm like always looking. I'm like, man, you should be like more. I don't know. We'll see.
He should have been more in WWE, but they didn't let him.
So I don't know, man. Good year. starting out strong. Please finish strong. For the love of God, finish strong.
This year does need to finish strong.
Like if you start off this strong, like you better end stronger.
And in 1 week's time, it'll be the 1 year anniversary of AJ Styles' debut.
Oh, man.
I just realized, I was like, wait, we're at Rumble soon, right?
Yep.
Holy crap, it's been a full year. A full calendar year of AJ.
Like, I think he probably has like the second best 1 year in the company.
Second only to
Brock. His first year.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, like, I was going to say Sheamus, oddly enough.
Yeah, it's a good, strong first year, but like Brock, like King of the Ring, main events, SummerSlam, beats The Rock.
Beat the mess out of The Rock. Didn't just beat him.
Then wins the Rumble. Then main events, WrestleMania. That's all 1 year.
That is very true. That is very true. And he showed up, what, like a month after the last Mania?
Yeah, he showed up a month after 18. And in 1 year.
Became probably the most...
King of the Ring. Undisputed champion before it became WWE champion. Royal Rumble winner. And put main events, WrestleMania.
That man is a bona fide superstar.
Like they pushed him hard.
Taker 3 times.
Like they pushed him hard in his first year, and he lived up to the push.
The only problem is he didn't stay with it.
We
got re-pushed when he came back hard.
He got re-pushed hard until his first match. Exactly.
Okay, so 2013 was also a blur for a little bit.
Was it 2013?
Yeah.
No, 2012 into 2013.
It was the day after Mania, so...
Yeah. It's garbage.
Yeah, look, and I'm sorry, like I said, I like the current John Cena character, but back then,
That's what I'm saying, like, you can compare Tanahashi to Cena now, because Cena's finally, like, up there. But if you told me, like, 2011 Cena with Tanahashi, I'm like, oh, screw you, Tanahashi's better.
That's assuming that we even knew anything about Tanahashi, because I never knew the name of Tanahashi until about last year.
Yeah, last year with his Okada match.
Yeah. Heck, actually, the funny thing is, I didn't know his name until it was, oddly enough, a Kenny Omega match made me hear the name Tanahashi, and then I looked up Tanahashi because I was like, that's a badass last name. Oh shit, he's wrestling in Ring of Honor because it was like Global Wars, I think.
Yeah, Global Wars, and they like the shared wrestlers.
And it was a really good match. I forget who he wrestled, but it was a great match.
But no, man, like,
you know who should sign with New Japan?
Mm-hmm.
Jay Lethal.
Can't believe you didn't. I can't believe no one WWE called him. That's the reason why he didn't sign. He was like, why didn't you sign with NXT or anything? Well, they never called me, so I guess they didn't want me to come over, so I re-signed over here. I'm like, oh, screw everyone.
Like, how do you not get one of... He literally did what no one else in Ring of Honor had done at that time, which was, I'm going to make this belt relevant, get rid of the TV name, and then win your world title. And make both belts look like look like the same damn belt.
I was just going like, oh man, screw everyone, man.
Whoever was... Honestly, maybe it's just because he's not that big of a name, but he's good. He's like, you can just build him up on your own then if he's not that big, alright? Yeah. You did that with Kevin Owens. I didn't know shit about Kevin Owens.
Yeah. Same thing with Zayn. Yeah. I didn't know shit about El Generico until like after I found out about Zayn.
Basically. Like, I don't mind admitting to that. Like, there's a lot of wrestlers I didn't know shit about. I knew about the Young Bucks because they were Generation Me down in TNA.
Yeah, like, I didn't know about Pete Dunne until like this tournament, and now I'm like, no, this guy's freaking been ready.
And I found out about Joseph Connors maybe about a month ago or 2 months ago when WCPW like started advertising.
Yeah, like, I didn't know about Okada until last year's Wrestle Kingdom. I was like, shit.
And
man.
Kenny Omega was just... I knew of him, but I didn't know his
name. I knew
of
Kenny Omega because I was seeing a wrestler doing Hadoukens and Street Fighter stuff. I'm like, this guy's cool.
I mean, the only other person that did Hadoukens was Xavier Woods.
Exactly.
So it was like, okay.
Well, there was that one match with him and Cesaro did Hadoukens at each other.
That was hilarious.
Didn't
they do they didn't even hit each other. They actually just did it.
And then people just grabbed and just screenshotted him into a Street Fighter stage and started putting Hadoukens. I'm like, yeah. I bet you they were wanting that anyway, so don't worry.
They wanted that picture to happen. You already knew.
They wanted that. They wanted it. Oh, man, but
a lot of these wrestlers, like, it's not like they're new wrestlers, but these are names that I didn't know until recently, and honestly, that's a good thing that indie wrestling has a resurgence. Hell, in all honesty, wrestling in general has actually had a resurgence when you think about it.
It's probably the modern age.
Yeah.
I think of this, I think of Hulk Hogan, Golden Age, like DC, like comics.
Mm.
You have the Golden Age. I think that's Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Silver Age, I think of the Attitude Era.
Okay.
And like Dark Knight Returns is like now.
Okay. So, honestly, no, I want to say we're DC Rebirth right now.
We're in DC Rebirth.
Oh, yeah. Because when you think about it, we have a whole crop of new stars that will be the eventual superstars.
Actually.
And they can still fit the molds of the old ones if they needed to.
But it's like so freaking. I love watching wrestling now. And I'm glad there's other wrestling because if I get bored with WWE, I'm just like, I got New Japan, Ring of Honor, Progress, WCPW, PWG.
And I'm very guilty of this, I'll admit, but I have not really been keeping up with NXT all that much.
Same.
And
Like
I feel kind of guilty about it.
kind of just like run through. I feel like they need more now.
They need advertisement. They
Not just that, but like they need
NXT.
more like wrestlers that feel like threaten each one.
Yeah, like their women's division is pretty stacked. Each one could probably go for the title at some point, and it's fine. But their main card and their tag card.
Like their tag card, there's 3, right? There's just
That
3
I
tag
know
teams.
of, yeah.
No, 4.
Sanity's technically.
Oh, 5 then. Because I was like, Revival's still down there.
For
So
now.
I don't know why they're not called up yet.
Yeah. Authors of Pain, TM61.
Yeah, and DIY Insanity. But like TM61's gonna be out for a while. One of them got injured.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Will-O-Wisp.
So like just technically 3 because I feel like Revival are getting called up soon.
They're probably gonna wait it out then and get another tag team, then call them up.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
So like I'm just going like that's what I'm saying. Like just bring in.
Oh wait, aren't Blake and Murphy back together?
Are they? I keep seeing.
I mean, Murphy's on his own and he's a face now, and he's good. I mean, he was always a good wrestler. I saw that, but like he's actually a good face.
But like that's what I'm saying. Like just bring Trent 7 and
Tyler
Bate. Man, Mustache Mountain coming in there and wrecking stuff. It'd be great.
And then you
But
got.
like, I mean, like that's why they brought back Cash-Zono because they need another
more
main eventer.
Like Austin Aries is leaving NXT, I think, just to go do 205 Live.
Like once his eyes healed up, that's what he's gonna do.
He's always wearing sunglasses, so you can never tell.
Exactly. So like, I'm like going like,
That's
I'm
like
waiting for the moment when he just throws it out and just gets in the ring. I'm like, okay, you're ready.
Yeah. Like just a little bruise is under his eye, nothing serious.
Yeah.
But you still got Bobby Roode.
We got Bobby Roode, Shinsuke, Ono,
Eric Young.
and Eric Young.
I don't like him. I just don't.
But like Eric, like
he's
that's
a good
like,
wrestler. I just can't stand his voice.
That's your main event scene, because Joe hasn't been on NXT since he lost.
Yeah, like it's been like 2 months,
well, like
3 months.
Kind of like you want to like find like
the right time to
Rumble when he comes back. It's like, oh man, we haven't seen Joe in forever.
We haven't seen Joe since NXT, and he just murders people left and freaking right.
So like you only have 4, technically 5 because. Well, technically 6 because Almas and what's called Title and were elevated up there.
I mean, I could see
and Roderick Strong. I always forget about you, but
I could honestly see Almas getting a title push eventually.
If he keeps pushing that heel, that's awesome heel.
Can he make a new Los Ingobernables?
Let's say, can you make a new stable over there?
Just this time of America.
Yeah.
And we're good. That we got one in literally every major company that he could possibly do one.
That thing is still in Mexico.
Oh yeah, I know.
So I'm just going like just everywhere.
I looked it up because I wanted to know who was in it this time. I was like, oh shit, and I just didn't see his name for some reason. I think I just saw La Sombra and forgot who La Sombra was.
Looking it up, I just see like, oh, so of course, it makes sense that I will put you into that stable because you fucking created it. That makes sense. That's logic.
Very logical.
I just
logic dictates that.
I just like looking like, of course you would make it. No shit.
Freaking have the hello Megan moment. Yeah. Young Justice all day. Season 3 coming out soon. Hey, anyway.
But, so next week.
We actually hit everything. Wow.
I know.
And we weren't that distracted.
I know.
That deserves a high five right there.
That does deserve a high five.
This is why I wish we had the NXT tag belt so we can just clink.
And, okay, so next week we're going to be talking about the finalization of the Rumble card. We'll touch on NXT because I know 3 matches in NXT. Mm-hmm. And that's Rude versus Nakamura. Mm-hmm. Fatal 4-way for the women's title.
Who's on it?
Asuka, Peyton Royce, Billie Kay, and Nikki Cross.
Speaking of NXT's women, they got like 4 new ones, or 5, I think. And I only know 3 of them by name. I randomly follow one on Instagram by accident. Like, I didn't know she got signed. But Kimberly, after she had the tryout match, I guess, with Ember Moon.
Yeah.
Nixon Newell. Her name's like Julie, or I think, like Julie something.
Well, like, rumors, like, in February, they're going to start doing that women's, like, cruiserweight
So they're just...
tournament.
Oh my god, they are
So
hardcore signing mode for women right now.
Yeah.
Because they currently hired 5.
Yeah. So, like, they're going to do that tournament. Then you're going to probably see a lot of them go into NXT.
You know who's on the up and up, by the way?
Who?
Daria.
Yeah?
Yeah, she's getting up there. She's gotten a little better. Asuka needs to leave NXT.
You know she's going to go to Raw, right?
Yeah. I knew where she was going already. That's fine, I guess. Like, somebody new needs to show up. My problem is, what are they going to do with her, though?
That's what I'm saying. You know she's going to Raw. Because, like, the minute, like, Mickie James showed up on SmackDown, I'm like, well, I know they're going to use you, right? So...
But the problem is, because I remember this fondly, and honestly, I'm glad they booked it this way, but at the same time, I'm kind of pissed off. They had Nia Jax destroy Bayley, which is fine. Mm-hmm. Perfectly fine. Because that's how it should have been down in NXT.
Yeah.
But to have her then beat Nia Jax, like 2 weeks later, I think.
Wasn't it through shenanigans?
It was through shenanigans, but the fact of the matter is just like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
So the reason why the Sasha Banks and Charlotte thing went really long, like 75% of the year long, was because it was a placeholder. Yeah, it's a placeholder getting ready for Bayley Charlotte. Because they need to find a way to keep Bayley busy and Charlotte busy without them interacting with each other for a whole fucking year.
You could have just threw in Nia Jax, made Charlotte face for like 2 months, and then made her a heel again on Sasha Banks. Just switch it up, something. I don't care. Had her fight Dana Brooke at one point, even though those matches would have been trash.
But...
And then you have Survivor Series. That's a month in and of itself right there. And then you could just introduce...
I don't know. Vince can't figure out shit.
Oh, no. It's because they have, like, what, 4 or 5 women and 3 of them suck.
So that, like...
Sorry.
The reason why I don't want to see Asuka on Raw isn't because of the people she has to wrestle with.
Because she's wrestled all of them except for Charlotte.
No, she wrestled Charlotte. Charlotte went to, like, some NXTs, like, it's house shows.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, the reason why, because Asuka is going to have to deal with Steph. And it's going to be bullshit. And I'm going to hate reading up on this. And just throw my fucking...
not like Stephanie?
No. Because Steph... Look at Steph dealing with Bayley and Sasha and Charlotte and all that.
Yeah, she doesn't really like other women, apparently.
I guess. I don't know.
Like, she really doesn't like Charlotte, but...
Doesn't like Bayley or Sasha.
I'm trying to figure this out. Because she doesn't like Charlotte, but she put Charlotte over just to downplay Bayley. But then...
Talk shit to Charlotte.
Yeah.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
What is your allegiance here? What are you, a
That's what I'm saying. Like,
you?
I'm going to see Asuka there. I'm going to see that backstage promo.
And I'm going to say something hella undertoned racist. Like,
Yeah, so I'm just looking at that. I'm just going, like, I'm going to fucking hate that, aren't I?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to fucking hate it. Like, if she was in SmackDown, at least I get one of my dream matches. And that's Becky Lynch versus Asuka.
Mm.
Where each one has to win by submission.
Mm. Oh, wow. I haven't seen a women's submission match.
That's what I was about to say. Like, that would have been a dream match.
Actually, no. Wasn't Natalya Charlotte one, and then they kind of fucked it over?
Screw job.
Yeah.
Exactly. But I don't care. Like,
so that doesn't count.
Also, like, seeing Becky and Alexa Bliss in a steel cage was like, you know what? At least it made sense putting them in a steel cage.
No,
instead of just doing like, oh, it's history making the Hell in a Cell match. I was like, but why are you in a Hell in a Cell? Besides doing history, why?
Tell me, please.
Tell me the reason why. Because we're doing history. No, not the history part. Tell me the rivalry. Why? At least
there was no outside interference for most of their matches, so there was no point in Hell in a Cell.
So like at least like with the steel cage, Daniel Bryan even went out and said like, okay, I'm tired with this left luchador stuff. Okay, you're going in a steel cage. No one's gonna get in. I'm like, makes sense.
But then somebody got in. Hello, Mickey. Okay, here's what made. Not even just the kick made me realize it was Mickie James. Mickie James stands in a very weird manner that only Mickey stands in.
You noticed that?
Like, I noticed her stance. Literally, she has the one arm behind her back, but like it hangs. the knee pops out, and like the leg, and then her back is like all arched for whatever reason. And I'm just like, is that fucking Mickey?
So like
and then the kick, I was like, yeah, that's Mickey. All right, we're good.
Like, I knew it was gonna be her as La Luchadora, because I was like, okay, because I was going like, okay, you're bringing back Mickey, and then they put this La Luchadora. It wasn't her for those.
Yeah, it was Deonna Purrazzo.
Yeah, but I was just going like, it's gonna be her, isn't it? It's gonna be Mickey. I'm calling it right now. It's gonna be Mickey. That's how you bring her in, and I'm fine with that, because then you have like an instant rivalry with her. It's gonna be her and Becky. So she comes in with a rivalry.
And that shoot promo she shot after the match was awesome.
Yeah. So I'm just going like, fine. I'm fine with this. And the steel cage made sense. Didn't do its job.
No, it didn't. The steel cage failed. Kind of like how Mark Henry failed to get in a steel cage. Zing!
But I'm like, it failed at its job, but it was still a good match, and it still pushed the story forward and made a new rivalry.
And everybody sold the way they should have.
So I'm like, I'm fine with that. And Alexa Bliss is still champion. Super fine with that.
Yeah. And to anyone who says that Becky and Alexa is like Charlotte and Sasha, you are wrong, because Charlotte and Sasha switched the titles 7 goddamn times.
And Becky and switched
once. Each holding it once. Only once. And the rivalry's probably over now.
Yeah,
because it's Mickey.
It's gonna be Mickey and Becky, and I bet it's gonna be Naomi and Alexa. She hasn't been doing anything.
That's okay, but I heard she was only coming back when the Usos came back. That's like her weird deal.
That's weird, then. Because I'm going like, okay, because Natty and Nikki are still doing that.
Who would be coming back soon? Besides Mickey, like who would show up randomly? Because there's, I swear, one more woman. Oh, please, God, no.
Oh, yeah, Eva Marie.
Automatic, just, no.
That was good. I was also going like, yeah, who else is coming? Oh, God, no. Oh, yeah!
That's the tale of two different reactions right there. Just, please.
I was going like, I don't know who you're talking until you said, like, oh, no, like, oh, there's only one other person that'll make Jeff go like, oh, no.
The sad thing is they were booking her right, and then she got suspended, and I was like, oh, well, that's okay. She's a brunette now. That's cool.
But,
oh, speaking of people who haven't shown up in a while, where the fuck is Emelina?
I'm still taking pictures.
I will flip a table. I'll do it. You know, no, I'll put her through that table. I will Bubba Ray a bitch if she doesn't show up.
Like, if you get one more promo, like, coming soon, like, it's been 3 months.
It's been
3 months.
I promise you, if I see another fucking vignette of just Instagram photos, someone goes through a table the next day.
Wanna know who I'm waiting for to get a medical insight on? Shelton Benjamin. I want him fucking back. The minute they threw out that vignette, I'm like, oh, he's back. It's gonna be amazing. Injured. Like, fuck.
And I think he was fine. It's just he didn't realize
he didn't know he was injured. He was like, I don't know, man. I've been injured so many times. It just all feels the same. I'm like, son of a... No, you don't say that.
It's not something you say because you'll never come back. Ever.
I'm just like, oh, God. Like, he said that. I was like, oh, God. Because, like, that freaking promo they put on that SmackDown, I was like, I'm hyped for Benjamin coming back.
And he would have been a great fit against Dolph Ziggler.
Him versus Ziggler.
Miz. Style. Oh, my God, Styles.
Him versus Styles.
Because they can both do a technical style. They can both high fly like the best of them.
Hell, even him with Kalisto. Probably would have been good.
Sadly. Him versus Cena.
I would have liked to see that.
I mean, has it happened?
Probably.
I feel like it. Yeah, probably like house shows because I've never seen it on TV. At least probably I remember.
I feel like it has to happen. Like, wasn't Cena feuding with Team Angle once?
No, just Kurt. Straight Kurt. And then Team Angle just beat the mess out of him all the time, but he was just fighting Kurt.
Yeah. So,
because then he fought Luther Reigns instead.
Luther Reigns.
Granted, he put that man through a wall and said, "This is my house. Wipe your feet when you come in next time." That line is probably one of my favorite Cena lines. Just, "This is my house. Wipe your feet the next time you come in." And I'm like, damn. Threw this man through a wall and everything.
So, like, Joe gets called up soon. Better be on SmackDown.
Ty Dillinger better be number 10 in the Rumble. Otherwise, I will fight someone. I will fight whoever's in the room.
Like, if he wasn't in the Rumble, like, I told Richards, like, this is the way I want him to be brought up. If they didn't bring him in through the Rumble, this is how I would book bringing in Joe. Daniel Bryan, okay, you still keep the belt on Miz. You never change it. Bryan's getting more and more pissed off that he has that belt. And he brings in his best friend, Samoa Joe, because they were friends. Mm-hmm. He's like, I brought in Joe to actually challenge you and take that belt off you. Unfortunately for him, he forgot that Joe likes to kill people. And he runs through Miz and takes his belt. Runs through the tag team division and takes their belt.
Oh, no, not the golden rule of Joe.
And then Bryan's like, oh, God, I screwed up. Shane's like, what'd you do? Like, I brought in Joe. Well, what's the bad thing? I brought in Joe. Oh, God,
and then Shane watches replays of Joe just murdering people.
He's like, oh, God, what did you do? Like, I brought in Joe.
And I just... we need, like, if that ever happens again...
I'm just telling you, like, that works, though. Like, I told this to Rich, too. Like, Bryan screws up by bringing in Joe.
It's kind of like, if they were younger and this happened, Triple H bringing in Kevin Nash.
Yeah.
If they were younger, that would have made perfect sense for Kevin Nash to show up. If they were, like, 2002 and not, let me tear my quad Kevin Nash... But it would have made perfect sense for Kevin Nash to just lose all control and just start taking belts from people.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this would work with Joe and Bryan in SmackDown. And you make a monster heel right there.
Because he shows up face like, yeah, he fought The Miz. This isn't enough.
And he starts just taking everything like, oh, God,
everything but the main belt for one reason. Let's put that belt on a man who shouldn't be beat for one reason, and it's because it's funny to me. And that would be John Cena. It would just be funny for him to never be able to beat John Cena. I don't know why, but it just would be funny. Like, he's that one new era guy that John Cena just doesn't lose to.
But, like, that's still one of my dream matches for this year is Joe Cena.
I kind of want
because the promos will be amazing.
Yeah.
And it'll be a vicious match.
See, here's the thing, though. Because you could book it the same way you booked it with AJ, and that's the weird thing. The only problem is you literally just have to change up Joe's words. Because Joe could say the same exact shit that Styles could have.
Yeah,
it would have been more convincing.
The only thing different is now, like, you have a guy who would run through everyone just to get to Cena.
He would destroy everyone.
He just kills everyone until he gets Cena. Like, basically the same thing he did to Shinsuke. Like, he just kills everyone until he gets Shinsuke.
Let me just show up in the middle of your match. Not care about your match. Kill you. I want my belt.
I just love, like, he's coming down the ring, and he, like, Blake and Murphy are in the ring, and you see the rival just look at Joe like, okay, just step away. And Joe just goes right in between them and just goes in the ring and kills fucking Murphy. I'm like, oh, poor guys, man. It sucks when you have a pissed off Samoa Joe after you. And you're not the guy he's after.
That's why I miss TNA Joe. Nation of Violence Joe. Let me just kill everyone in my path.
So I'm just going, like, that's how you should... Like, if you don't bring him into the Royal Rumble the way we all think... Just bring it in through Bryan, just thinking it's his best buddy coming up to the ranks with him. And then forgetting that his best buddy likes to kill everyone in his way to get all the belts.
And then, honestly, just because it makes kind of sense, have a moment and a random, like, crossover between the two shows where Finn Balor and Daniel, like, he meets Daniel and he's just like, so, you know you screwed up, right? That's all he has to say, and then just leaves. And you're just like...
Bryan's just like...
I know what I did. Either that or just like that look of confusion, like, oh.
Like, if Triple H ever becomes like GM of Raw, just have like, I brought him into NXT and I screwed up. And now you brought him to SmackDown. You definitely screwed up. And just walks away. There's a reason why I didn't bring him to Raw.
All your talent is dead. What do you mean? Listen to the chant. Leaves.
Yeah, like, but I'm just going like if you make Triple H GM of Raw, it would make even more sense because, like, I didn't bring him to Raw because I know what he does, and I left him there for a reason.
That man was contained in NXT.
Like,
he isn't contained anymore.
Like, I left him there for a reason. Now he's all your problem, not mine. Have fun. Bye.
No, even funnier. He never leaves SmackDown.
He never.
No matter the draft, he never gets drafted to Raw as long as Triple H is GM.
It's like Triple H's GM. Like, should we draft Joe?
No.
Let me take this paper. No.
No Samoa Joe. No.
Like, how about we do a trade? We'll give you everyone, and we'll just take that one person. Okay, fine. Like, here's a trade. Like, this says Joe on the fourth name. Like, yeah, but you get 3 other people.
No Joe. You can keep Joe. We don't want
Deal canceled.
But we just gave you AJ and, like, no. Yeah. I saw Joe on the list. No.
You can
Fuck
keep,
that.
You can keep them. You signed them. Your problem.
But we just want you to experience. No, I know what he can do.
I'm telling you, you can push Joe as the greatest heel in the company. The way we're booking him right now, I was like, no one wants to wrestle Joe.
Dream match. Joe and Lesnar.
And that's why like when he lost to Goldberg, I was like, well, there goes my dream match. There's my booking out the window. He lost to Goldberg, I was like, well, my booking's gone. That's great. Sucks to suck. Because I was going like, okay, Shane, like it was booking for Shane Lesnar. I was like, you just move that match to Rumble, and then Shane has to do something stupid in order to beat Lesnar, and he signs Joe. So now you have two monsters colliding, and Joe chokes out Lesnar. And then you think, yeah, SmackDown won. And then you're like, oh, crap, we're stuck with Joe. And he goes around choking everyone out.
Until he gets a title.
Yeah.
Well, no, because he has to be a justified heel. He can show up as a monster, yeah, but for whatever reason, Joe's always been a very justified heel.
Well, yeah, like if you, okay, justifying is like, I'll do Shane's dirty work, but you got to give me a title shot.
Okay.
And then he keeps ducking him from giving that title shot. Like, screw you.
You have to be the number one contenders match. I just wanted a title shot. It didn't even matter what title.
It's like, I killed Lesnar for you. You give me belt. Pretty simple.
I kill Lesnar, you give belt.
Like, I don't understand where you're not seeing this. Do I need to bring out the chart? Here's a chart. See,
it's a 3-step plan. You pick me. I kill Brock. I get title shot.
See? Simple. You see these arrows? They each lead to the next event.
Now, here's another chart. It's a 5-step plan. Did you give Joe a contract on SmackDown? Yes. Did he fight Lesnar? Yes. Did you give him title shot? No. Ending result? I kill everyone. Did you give title shot? Yes. Ending result? I'm still going to kill everybody, just with a belt on my waist.
Yeah. Just push Joe. Apparently, there's plans for Joe. Like, when he gets called up, just push him to the moon, apparently. That's the plan. Good. I'm just like, oh, you guys learning, aren't you?
All the TNA presence in the WWE.
I just love that, like, there's Joe, there's Styles, there's Aries.
Bro, you have the people that built TNA. You have the people that built TNA except for Chris Sabin and James Storm.
Fucking Storm. That's his fault.
And now he's in the DCC. A group that got buried by the Hardys, by the way.
Oh, well, like, at least we got the next best thing. We got Bobby Roode coming up, too. Another man who built TNA. Yeah. I just feel bad for TNA. Like, man, we have more former heavyweight champions than you do.
Like, you have TNA has fresh talent, though, so I'll give them that.
Yeah, I'll give them that. They're pushing freshness, but it just makes you go, like, man, we got all your former champions. How are you supposed to build the new talent without the formers?
Simple. Keep the ones you do have. You got...
Magnus isn't there anymore, is he?
Who?
Magnus?
He's on Global Force.
Is he? Mm-hmm. Sign him. We already have Mickey. We have one half. Just sign Magnus.
Nah, because that'd be weird.
Sign fucking Magnus.
Well, someone has to take care of the kid.
Just leave him with Eric Young. They'll be fine.
Leave who with who?
It's like the mistake you're making. Like, who'd you have babysit? Like, was it Cena? No. Brian? No. Eric? Oh, shit.
You just see Eric Young with, like, the kid on his head, and they're, like, burning the house down.
He's just like,
yeah!
Like, parents like, oh, shit.
Didn't we have a house? Wasn't there a house here? There was. Till we burnt it.
Alright.
But, yeah. That's the cast for this day.
Yep. That was the podcast for today. We actually did pretty good. Like, an hour... The first hour was literally...
We actually talked about what we were supposed to talk about.
We talked about all 5 things, and now we just started bullshitting, which is probably the best thing that we do.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm putting this, like, entire podcast up, unedited, on one channel, and then, like, I'll edit probably, like, the UK Championship and put it as a separate thing on one channel to advertise this one. But other than that, man, like, it was great doing a podcast again.
It feels good to be able to talk wrestling once more. And, like, in a very unangry manner, because I get very Upset.
To be fair, like our first two topics, we were just like, we can't get angry on the first two topics.
No, like that's why I'm glad we talk about all of wrestling now instead of just WWE. Cause, fuck.
I know, man. Like,
I can watch all 3 hours of Raw. I won't like it,
but you
I'll
can.
watch it.
But so next week, Royal Rumble final card. We'll figure out any news breaks. Any apparently the next person to be inducted is Beth Phoenix. That's what I'm hearing.
I'm liking that. Edge is gonna induct her anyway.
Or Mickey.
Edge or Mickey. Well, it would make sense for Edge.
It would make sense for Edge because husband, but it would make sense for Mickey because that's her rivalry.
That's very true.
You usually get the rivals.
That's why I'm surprised it wasn't Brock for Kurt.
But I came in awesome.
Yeah.
Or Edge. I came in Edge. Kazoos. Just playing
just
Kurt Angle's Kazoos. But hey, thanks for listening. My name is John Sanchez. That's
Jeff James.
And let us book
Polls.
Yeah.